What's up, boys? We're back with some more Conquest Dark. Today we're going to be trying out a full Chain Frost Acolyte. We're going to be going for the artifact that causes you to do 1000% increased primary damage. Then I think we want the dodge charges here for some extra survivability to save us some of the barrier. So we're going for the Cosmic Ray. There's 2 copies of this. It chains between 3 targets. Extra damage to frozen, generates energy per hit, but we're going to be passing on all of the other abilities so that we can keep the damage bonus as high as possible once we get the artifact for that. And then I think we're going to have to go for the primal runes, since it's actually kind of hard to get 3 different runes that are very good for the builds. Since we'll be able to guarantee the 4th slot there, we'll get a multiplier and then 3 runes from 1 category. I feel like this one is going to be kind of weird. We're probably going to have to lose a bunch of lives to get the scaling damage per life and really pump that up, so we're going to skip all of these as well as the passive abilities to keep that high. And then also, I think the single target will probably still be trash, since a lot of the power is in the chaining effect, and I doubt that will really help us on single target. I don't think you can chain back to something that's already been hit, and there will probably be so many enemies that would be unlikely even if it could. And we're definitely going to be pretty weak here until I can get some decent runes going. Especially with missing the abilities over there and not having the artifacts that even benefits from that yet. So we'll be able to get some decent damage off of that as I lose lives, and then one of the highest damage primal runes also has an effect like that. Wait, it's primordial runes, I think. The red ones at the very start. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to kill this guy and get the build started. Uh-oh. At least most of them are slow enough, it doesn't really matter too much right now. Why am I not shooting that? Oh, I guess you can't target the chain lightning at all, huh? Okay. Well, I guess we are purely at the mercy of where they go then. Yeah, it's just not even targeting him, huh? Well, that does not bode well. Okay, maybe what we do here is we lose a few lives and then we start pumping that up. I think that'll be the biggest damage increase we can get for now. If we lose 9 lives, then that's going to be 45% per level. But we really need to get some damage going here so I can actually deal with the elites. I'm not going to lose all of them just yet because we might actually need a bit of a buffer, but we really do need some damage here. Just go down to like 3 times for now, I guess. Yeah, I just have no way to hit the elites in there, even when I target them. We need to get the runes for that somehow. Otherwise, I'm never going to come online here. So we are skipping passives as well. Don't mind me, I just don't have a torso here, just a pair of legs walking around. Well, I was hoping that if you targeted the elites, it would shoot the first chain at them. but we just might literally never be able to hit them under any circumstance. What is hitting? Oh, I didn't see the hammers over there. I just saw the triple he was throwing. Yeah, we just literally can't even hit them. I think I've made a mistake. Let's get a bit of barrier now that I'm on the last life, I suppose. What's up, boys? We're back with some more Conquest Dark, and today we're going to be trying a full Chain Frost build with the artifact that gives you 1000% primary attack bonus. We're looking for a human acolyte. There we go. Terrible stats, but I don't care that much about those little bonuses. And then I think we'll go dodge here for some decent survivability combined with the barrier mechanic. And we are looking for the Cosmic Ray, chains 3 times. We get 2 copies of it, extra damage to frozen. And we're just going to try to scale this ability up as much as possible. Banish the other ones so that we keep the damage bonus as high as possible once we get the artifact for that. Out of these, let's go probably here. Get the target amount up. I think that works. Yeah, it says 3 targets. Target amount should work on that. So that we'll be able to hit more of them at the same time. And I think we're also going to want to lose some of our lives so that we can get a higher damage bonus from any sources of stuff that scale with losing lives. The Acolyte does have a decent damage increase for that, and then we can get more from like soul fragments and probably here as well. So we are banishing these to keep the damage bonus as high as possible. With only 1 attack ability, we can guarantee the extra rune lands on that, so we'll have 4 slots there. Let's get more barrage, get that target amount up a bunch. A legendary. I actually don't think we want these because they give you a passive ability. That's actually unfortunate. It would be pretty good. I could do a different build now, but I think we're just gonna pass. Unfortunate though. So Cosmic Ray, let's see where we can get 3 decent things. We get to instant attack there, that's about the only thing I think. Moon, we could do chain targets plus some frozen stuff. Probably not the greatest, so Primordial really seems like the best one. So target amount, this will be fantastic. And then double shot would work as well. I think what we're going to do is take this and then lose a few more lives, and then that'll give a huge damage boost here. It's probably good enough for now. We can lose some more later on if I feel like it, but that'll be a big damage boost already. And then we can also take that. The blocks and dodges are really painful right now when we attack this slowly. Stop blocking! Alright, these are the passives, which we also don't want. We want just the movement ability to put the +1 rune slot on. And then now I think we'll grab the chains so that we can hit even more with that. Movement speed per life loss, that's actually pretty good with how few lives we have left now. And then I guess we can just upgrade all of these to blues. I don't think projectile amount does anything. Proc chance, will that do anything? I don't think so. So we can go for the lunar set that has all pretty good stats. I think that's fine. Let's get a level in that so we have a bit more survivability, since this is going to be very risky with sacrificing all of my lives for damage here. And I guess we probably could have damage numbers on this. I don't think we're going to be attacking that fast. It'll be interesting to see what we hit for once I get the artifacts for the build. Is there any way to see what the Sun and Moon Touch stuff does? I don't remember seeing anything about that. It just says it gives like buffs or something. Ritual modifiers. Special beneficial bonuses. I don't know what that means. It seems like I get more meta progression from completing rituals with both of those active, but I honestly have no idea exactly what they do. Power, that's completely useless. Block would help a little bit. Damage to stunned, I don't think we can really use that. That's probably the most useful here. So that's good. And I guess we will go ahead and grab that, save some rerolls for upgrading stuff to blues. And then on Cosmic Ray, we can take the multiplier now, Primordial. That should give us massive damage and some decent bouncing. So all three of these are in the lunar set, so we'll just go for whatever has the best stats. They're mostly pretty similar. I guess probably here? Attack reach, I don't think that's super important. We're kind of going to be limited by the target cap on the chains, I think. So finally we get our movement ability. I think we go Blade Dash for the dodge charges. Teleport actually could be pretty good as well. I think we'll just go here. And then we can put the +1 rune slot on there and it'll be guaranteed to hit the Chain Frost effects for 4 slots. Man, I am a weird looking dude. Upgrade that to blue. So they're all the movement sets. That has some decent stats. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Then we toss the +1 here, and we'll be able to get one more primordial rune that gets multiplied. Oh yeah, we definitely do need a source of freeze for the damage bonus on that. That to blue. We can get critical damage on either of those. I would like to have an extra movement charge, and I think those stats are decent enough. Let's go ahead and do that. And then this is what we're building around. Primary attacks deal 1000% more, minus 250% for each passive or power. Then over here, I think critical hit damage? Double shot would be more fun, and honestly, I'm down for some fun. And then I don't think there's going to be anything super important here. We can do attack reach to improve the AoE a bit, make it more likely to get the charges from that. I don't think proc chance will really matter too much. So we'll probably want the crit damage set. I don't think those stats are the greatest for when we get a bunch of gear and keep scaling them up, so let's reroll. Attack speed, barrier recharge, again, not the greatest. Let's do like 1 or 2 more rerolls. So 2 pieces here, that's terrible. I guess we're probably not going to get anything amazing then. So now we're just getting these. I'll hold some rerolls for a bit just in case. Let's go. Resistance piercing. Get maximum boss damage going. You know, I thought I would be one-shotting them with a full bonus from that. So it might have been better to just go damage instead of the double shots. I guess it helps out a bit with the guys who dodge a lot. We can burn their dodge charge and kill them slightly faster. I think the runes here are also kind of low level. 0, 3, 2, and 3. Primordial runes seem like some of the harder ones to slot into a generic build, I guess. Moon and Sun both have a ton of useful stuff for projectiles or AoE. So I've mostly been focusing the levels on those two categories. Let's get that crit chance up a bit. Movement and target amount. I don't think the movement is going to do a ton, but target amount's actually great here. None of these help the current build, but energy cost is generally pretty useful. Let's go crit damage here, probably. I feel like it would probably be fine if that worked on movement abilities as well, right? Let's get some more freezing stuff here. None of these help the current build. Pierce and instant attack are both pretty good generically though. Generally. Wow, I just literally can't kill a spirit caravan. That does not bode well. Oh, I guess I just wasn't hitting them? I got one of them pretty quickly. Oh, it was probably because I had to freeze him. Three different stats there. That's a lot of instant attack chance. That sounds kind of fun. Those will both kind of help out in the long term. I think rare items will help more. Uh-oh, a boss that blocks. That ring just seems to reset sometimes when it doesn't seem like it should. Let's grab another barrier mastery, keep that survivability decent. We are using that, but also that should be the best here. Attack speed is nice, sure. None of these help, that's pretty good overall though. Wouldn't mind another movement charge, it's not bad. I think I'm fine with either of these. Let's go for some more instant attack barrier amounts. Lunar damage is fine. Any of these are fine. Let's get the crit chance up a bit. You know, losing a bunch of lives combined with the movement per life loss thing actually seems like one of the best ways to actually have decent movement speed. Fight him already on this run? Maybe you just keep repeating bosses when there's like pretty long rituals, I guess. Let's get a bit more barrier just to stay safe. projectile split, I don't think that works on it. So 12.5 lunar or 15 to elite, I feel like that's just a bit better. Oh, we can level that up. That should actually be a pretty decent damage increase, since we've lost a bunch of lives and we're multiplying that on top of it. Is that supposed to lose charges when you're constantly attacking like that? Like, I dashed through them and then I immediately attacked, and then I lost the charges after that? Is that supposed to happen? Like, I was constantly attacking the entire time. So I shouldn't lose the stacks, right? I think we'll probably try and finish out the barrier just to make sure. Oh, we're done. Okay. Yeah, it was okay. I'm not sure if it was amazing. I feel like the bow version of that was a lot better, and probably more fun as well with the massive millions of crit damage we had there. But it was workable, and the runes are kind of low level, so it can improve a lot purely off of that. But not terrible, I suppose. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.